All right, today on Any Attack with Kelson,
And Woody.
we have Alethicorp by Simon Christensen. Now, this is an entry in the IF Comp, or the Interactive Fiction Competition for 2014, and we're going to be doing a slew of these games this week. It's our little theme week.
You can actually, if you want, go and be a judge in this competition. They ask you to play at least 5 games, so that's kind of what we're leading up towards.
Yeah, this is a little aperitif, and you can, on the website, you can download all of the games. They have it really conveniently, ready to go if you want to. A lot of them you can play in your web browser, like Alethicorp is one you can play on your browser.
Yes. Alethicorp, I actually do believe some of them you can only play online. I believe Alethicorp is one of those.
Which makes sense, because Alethicorp is a website simulator tied in with a sort of, much like the Westport Independent, which we played, censorship simulator as well.
So how this game works, it takes place in, I believe it was 2058 was the year.
Yeah,
you can tell it's the copyright 2058 on the website. You basically load up a fake website for Alethicorp. Now, Alethicorp is... They're cagey about what they actually do. It's a good parody of your corporate language.
Yes.
It's, an information analysis firm.
Right.
And essentially what you are doing is trying to find subversive behavior. And to do that, you have to apply for the company. You have to actually fill out an application on the site. You have, job tasks you have to fill out every day.
There's intercompany emails
so
that you have to check.
These company emails of asking to come to potlucks and, after-hours training sessions.
Exactly. And so... I mean, it's really worth highlighting that literally they made a website.
Yeah.
They made a website that is a game, and that's really cool. I've never seen anything like it, quite frankly.
Kind of the central story in this is your first assignment you get to.
Yes.
Is about this guy who is an author, and he's in college, and a few of the people connected to him in college, and they might be doing some subversive activities through a college group. And your job is to sort of ferret out those subversive elements. You have to mark suspicious emails or, observations that your agents have made that might be worth checking out in the future. Yeah,
you'll have a variety of different categories, like phone conversations, or there's a review of his book that he comes out. All these different sort of elements of what you would consider spying on somebody, in various different ways, and then you parse through that info.
You're basically playing as Big Brother.
Yeah, it's NSA sim, or whatever, the Black Ops NSA guy who works for a company that does that kind of thing.
And it's all a very convincing universe from the writing of the characters you're following around. There's a funny plot trend about the guy trying to get people to review his book and trying to get a telemarketer to accept a copy of his books or get some criticism on it.
So it tells the story through all of these. You're getting a lot of different layers of storytelling through from your perspective and your company. You're getting you have the company, you have the people you're monitoring. And all of those have through lines through them that are kind of weaving and connecting them. And I think the sort of crux then becomes there's a sort of rebellious faction that
you get a couple of emails
calls you a snitch in your email, and they're like, "Hey, don't be, don't do this. You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to work against the Big Brother company. Essentially is what they want you to do."
So all of it's very interesting, and all of it's very long too. This is a very big game. I have yet to finish it, and I've put a considerable amount of time into this.
Yeah, there's so much. All of the it is well written, and there's so much of everything. You get 5 new emails a day, and all of them are. And
when we say day is controlled by the flow of the game, not by the actual day cycle.
No,
so that would actually be really cool.
That would be really cool. Yeah, definitely. No, it's So there is a cycle of basically you get your new packet of dossier of info about the people you're suspicious of, and then once you have sort of gone through that stuff, you can move to the next phase, et cetera, et cetera. Each day is marked by company-wide information popping up at your homepage or whatever, saying the first day they welcome you to the company, and there's cake in the dining area, and then more and more and more reveals itself over time.
This is definitely recommending you play this one.
I would say it's the most. I mean, it's very much. It is interactive, but it's very much the fiction. There's a lot of reading.
Yeah.
And so that's not it's just the facts of it, you know.
Yeah.
Reading is not a dirty
It's
word,
a lot more
obviously.
straightforward and obvious than a lot of the other games we played for this.
Yeah, it is. And in that sense, it's a lot more, it's far more tailored.
Yeah.
Of an experience, although
But
your
that's a good
choices
thing
matter.
in this case.
No, yeah, absolutely. It's a very realized aesthetic. You know,
Yes.
it's a realized from a gameplay to the just story you're getting. It all fits in really nicely. So yeah,
this is a definite check out, and this is a definite recommendation.
Yes.
And it's just a really creative idea, and I think it's realized really well, and it's at the top of my list right now, I think, for some of the stuff we played.
Definitely, yeah.